ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one. And Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra. I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra.
You see this Biafra thing, you know, if he die. Because the Nigeria government don't make the thing popular. He not go die. Even children when they never born, when they born them, you see everything now wisdom. When you say, okay, this war don't end, you treat everybody as equal so that they go forget. Now, what you have young talk? You know what I mean? I know they take I see something make I no read. Effiong when they surrender, Philip Effiong in 1970, he said, if you fail to treat the surrendering Biafra well, their children will rise up and fight again. Just imagine, since 1970, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Then come begin to the complain of marginalization. Then complain, say, okay, you take their property, you give them 20 pounds. All of them started again. They migrated, some leave Nigeria, some go different states, migrated, till they then get their feet again. Most of them, where they agitate today, they never born them in 1970. So if you say a country is a country, treat every citizen equally. So imagine I'm now saying, these people, they deceive themselves. You are making them more stronger. You are making them more stronger. Picking where they born today for Igbo land, he don't know what they call Biafra. When you say you are marginalizing, you will not give them equal right like others. Igbo man will not rule. One thing. How? How you think say he go walk and you go there in peace, then go there in peace? They don't go agree, they go fight. If you say me they no say they won't go, give them the same right what you give others. But they don't get the same rights. And that is where the agitation is coming from. Now then they develop their own land by themselves privately, economic wise, seaport they there, you know they work, they no build them. I mean rivers they there. You don't understand? So what are they talk in general? You see all these politicians where they call you, hey, come help us. Hey. Now when it backfire, when they sign budget, approve budget, they know they call you. But when quarrel there between two of them, leave them. The same law where they take commot one person, in future that same law go work on against another person. So why would they kill una self?
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule. The same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra exit. I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule. The same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra exit.
okwu nke ma dị ekwu before. Then no this better agwọ mmiri na-ekwukwu ya. Ekwazi nke esika na COS na-egbukwazị ekrut ndị amị na-egbu ndị mmadụ na-egbuchasị ndị be ya stop igbu so gbago stop igbu ndị be ya.
Let's send it to you.
So no meeting eme Messiah.
Yes. There's somebody not inside there. About me.
Yes.
So somebody not in there will book it.
And let me tell you something. For this thing, we complete truth call. If I know what I na kita here, wezi bute eziokwu akụ mmiri dị fa. Na ekente.
So, the person booked me some shares all over. Even I succeeded in posting a few places, but I was one booked.
Somebody say, so you will see your end soon. I'm going to reply at this person. I'm going to reply here. When you are the irrelevant.
Yeah, because I am applying to say
sending me a live program I made today, post me in my live program. So no one go how evil. How you know about
evil.
How a problem about OBS. Nothing the petition. Who when will you keep planning this kind of evil? How you know about OBS? Because it is so bad. Dad, I'm going to this is operation Udo Gacha.
From here, ever go put change. Change where happen kunu get unka. Here I will go buy God. But if I'm down, I will post to that time. That no recruit ya unda ne bunde mother. Ngo that one was yoku. Get now from here now. Aba God na the main destiny. Because that's all about mo kefamala my stand. Kamala ya we man o nwere kibe ya se ka gba jogo ni kamala ebe ku mala ebe isi abia. I be no go do no na conversation na bata. Mana mu nwa no nwam imo onye I don't care who you are. Hence na nwere eziokwu to tell you. I will tell you that truth. Aya kagide nkata welu na 22 minutes. Iyawo nkata nda gba just ordinary nkata. Because there is nothing inside that place.
You will calculate how many checkpoints of one Nigerian terrorist military uniforms that you will likely. So the question now is, what happened to all these checkpoints and the military that were on this road? Did they check the Dangote truck and saw all these rifles and then gave them a pass to continue? That is one question. How many checkpoints are there within Port Harcourt to Uromi? How many checkpoints? After you now calculate all the checkpoints, so tell me, so all the checkpoints from Port Harcourt to Uromi in Edo State, they gave a green flag to the weapons that is carried by persons that they claim they did not give them license? No, that is why the title of this program is that Nigerian terrorist government gives gun license to Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists. Because if you did not give them gun license, how come they travel all the way from Port Harcourt and they are traveling with weapons, guns, ammunitions of all kinds, with no stoppage, with all the checkpoints that they have checked them? They checked them and gave them a pass. They said, yes, you can continue. Not just a pass, though. A green pass. A green pass. You know what it means for you to have a green pass? A green pass in driving a school is talking about when you are now moving from one territory or boundary to another. That means you are past one boundary. That is when you're given a green pass. You're not even within one state. You are out of another state. As you're leaving one state to another, you're now talking about the boundary commission. So the checkpoint that they have granted you a green pass that you can move from this boundary to another boundary, and it is allowed with this your weapons. So what message did we get from there? Compromise and accomplices, which goes in line to validate what the former chief of staff said, T.Y. Danjuma, that the terrorists warn Nigerian military operatives that they collude with the terrorists and they work with them and then they kill Nigerians. So where is their gun license? And let us come back to the car or the vehicle that carried or hauled these people from the acclaimed Port Harcourt to Uromi. So Dangote truck has the license of carrying or conveying or transporting weapons from one part of the country to another. There is a license that one Nigeria has given to Dangote truck to haulage weapons from one part of Nigeria to another. Are we getting the point? Okay. Then, another point is that Dangote truck, according to driving rules, a human being is not supposed to be carried as a commodity in the parking space of a commodity. So, the Dangote truck turn human beings to commodity and carry them inside the trucks. You now have dogs. Dogs were inside the same trucks. Human beings of over how many? Over 20-something were inside the same trucks, conveying from one place to another with ammunitions, guns, and bullets. You see, when they were talking, they did not mention bullets to take that they were live bullets. I want to ask everybody, if you carry a gun and you are moving from Port Harcourt to Uromi, is it when you get to Uromi that you now go and buy the bullet? Or is there one company in Uromi, Edo State, that will deliver the bullet to all of you to go and carry to go for operations? Or you were all with your bullet inside your pocket or inside one bag? Because it is the bullet that will be used on those guns, those rifles that you carry. See, it doesn't matter the name that they give the guns or the ammunitions, whether you give it den guns, or you give it dark guns, or you give it white guns, or you give it baby guns, or you give it toy guns. Gun is a gun. Ammunition is an ammunition. Rifle is a rifle. As far as that can kill a rat. A rat is a living thing. The same way that it will fire a rat, the same way it will fire a rodent, is the same way it will fire a human being. And that human being is breathing. It is the same breath that human being has that a rat and a rodent and a dog and a cat has. So why and how did Dangote now have to come to the point of now being able to convey human beings as commodities So now, there is no rule of engagement of driving again. So you can now carry commodity, put inside the boot of a car. Then you carry human being, put inside the boot of a car, carry guns, carry weapons, put inside the same boot, and then travel. Driving rules will tell you that you cannot put human being inside where you put commodity and you drive from point A to point B. But in this very case, we had that the Dangote truck that was used to convey the Fulani travelers, as they acclaim, all of them were inside the Dangote truck. Dogs were there, human beings were there, and then many other things were there. Then guns and bullets were all there. What do we even know, Seth? What is our problem, Seth? Our problem is that everyone are waking up now to see the reality. And I want to challenge the youth of other states and other parts of one Nigeria. You see, in Biafra liberation now, we are liberating Biafra. The Biafra Defense Forces, the Biafra de facto in the homeland, will continue to liberate Biafra, delegitimize the sense of one Nigerian terrorist until we are fully done with them. Yes, dismember them totally. But you all have a duty to play. Learn a lesson from the boldness of the Edo youth. Also, the elders of Biafra land, I want all of you to also learn a lesson from the elders of Edo State. Also learn a lesson from the senators of Edo State. You see, many of the voices that you have heard speaking out now on the channels television, Arise Television, most of them are not Igbos. Most of them are not Biafrans. Most of them are not Ibibios. Most of them are not Efik. Most of them are not Igalas. Most of them are not of the Biafran extract. This is the point I want people to understand. 5% of them are what? Those who are speaking up at this point. And how are they speaking? Are they speaking with fear of prejudice? No, they are not speaking with fear. They are speaking with boldness. It doesn't matter if they are going to lose their positions in one Nigerian politics. You see the journalists speaking up boldly with fear of no kind. You see the senators of the Edo Extra speaking up boldly. Tell me one of the Biafran senators that have had the boldness to open their mouth and call a spade against the Fulani terrorists, against the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against the detention of the Prime Minister, since all this has happened. No, they have all been playing to the gallery with one Nigeria because they love their political positions. But you see, the Edo journalists and youth, the Edo senators, as they want to start speaking, they don't look anybody's face because they are the one counting now, telling you how many villages are under siege by the Fulani terrorists. But your own, because you want to remain relevant in one Nigerian politics, you kept quiet while your women and children were butchered and massacred in Yamofu. While Hope Uzodinma is doing it in Olu, while they are doing it in Umutanzi. While Pitamba is helping the terrorists to do it in Yamofu. While Soludo is helping the terrorists and recruiting more on the order of one Nigerian terrorist to do more in Anambra, you are all clapping for them. You are clapping for them. So open your eyes now and learn a lesson from what the Edo youth are doing. First, first, you all will want to hear the best of our, right? Okay. The best of our speech is that we condemn justice that is taken without consideration, right? Okay. What is the right word for it? We condemn the burning and the stoning of people to death. Let me put it in a layman term. So go and look for the right grammar and put it. We condemn the stoning and the burning of people in broad daylight to death. As we finish the condemnation, we don't promote somebody invading our land to cut these women and children to death. If there is self-defense to be exercised, ask me why a farmer will defend his or herself when an invader comes in to destroy what he has worked for, which is his own life or our own life. And then he's exercising his self-defense. And one Nigerian terrorist government is telling you, you cannot defend. Allow the terrorist Fulani man to kill you. No. That is why Biafran people have remained provoked. We cannot be classified to be amongst those people that will remain unprovoked while your babies, women, and children are slaughtered on a daily basis. So we condemn burning of people alive in broad daylight, stoning of people to death. That is what people want to hear. I have said that. We condemn that one. Yes. People condemn that one. Public justice. Now, so when I will call them, I can look for the best grammar. I know I use the one way everybody they use all the time. We must always do something different now. Obviously, people will write book and tell us say you have to pronounce it like this. We can't pronounce it like that. We say we condemn stoning people to death and burning people alive. We condemn them. But we uphold and uphold self-defense because it is the only thing that can keep us alive. So everything that is happening in one Nigeria now will favor the Biafran people. Yes, because we have the same terrorists that is coming into our lands. We are building a defense mechanism. When we have been shouting all these same things for years and years, they called us dot in a circle. They called us honest. They called us whistleblowers. They called us noisemakers. They called us Facebook country, Facebook Biafra. When we have been shouting it and Mazin Amdekano preach it, our Prime Minister Mazin Monekwa preach it, they say we are just making noise. But today we love it that the reality is facing everybody. Yes, at least we have been vindicated. We have been exonerated from all our claims, from all that we have been saying. So it's left for the entire people in one Nigeria to understand that we all face one common enemy. Yes. And that is the Fulani terrorist invasion, which equals jihad. The earlier you all rise up and understand that one Nigeria has given gun license to Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists, and they can from one point of one Nigeria to another without any stop, without any checking, without any alteration or altercation of any kind, the earlier for you. Because the time don't pass where everybody they talk say it is about Biafra, we are yearning for Biafra, we are calling for Biafra. We have already declared the restoration of Biafra independence. So our People's General, they declared it in 1967. What we did was a restoration of that declaration. We did not redeclare it again, or we did not declare it a second time. No, we restored that declaration that was done. And we are going to do what? Defend it and liberate Biafra land and get the recognition of Biafra on the international stage. So if you are seated on defense, waiting that Biafran people will at this point come and join you to start shouting. We are already shout in our own domain. We have been shouting our own shout for many days and years now. So we applaud everyone that is standing up now to join the shout. We applaud everyone that is standing up now to join the madness. We want more people to grow mad. We want more people to be madder than us. Yes, please. Don't come and then calm down your madness. We want your own tempo of the madness to increase. If our own has been on 50%, please, we are pleading you people that are upcoming madness in nature against the Fulani terrorists. Please, don't have mercy terrorists. Don't have mercy on any terrorists that have massacred and cut off the heads of your babies, women, and children on a daily basis. Don't have any mercy. Increase your own madness on them to 1,000,000,000%. We are begging you. Yes. Because if you don't do so, nobody will come for you. Have you read the speech or the comment from the DSS director? The active DSS director, if I'm not mistaken. DSS director is telling you that one Nigerian government cannot secure you or help you. That the earlier you defend yourselves, the better for you. And this is someone that is a DSS director, director of intelligence of one Nigeria. It is not different from what the journalist said before. That the country cannot help you, the people resort to self-help. And also, the other former commissioner or police or CP or whatever he called himself, to defend over 240 million people in one Nigeria, that you should consider their manpower, that they are about 300,000. So how can them, being 300,000 personnel, now control 240 million people in one country? So they are already owning up of their irresponsibility, that they cannot do anything. So you, as a citizen, what is left for you to do? It is not time for you to be shouting, Biafra are criminals again. No. It is not time for you to be shouting, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, is a criminal. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, is a criminal. Hey, Simon Ekpa is where he is now for a just cause. He's actually there to present to the world the reason why the Biafran people have declared one Nigeria a terrorist state. Because evidences of what he has been saying and what he is doing is coming out. He's coming out now to you while he is there. While he is there in detention. Everything that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been telling you people, that you people call him a criminal, a traitor, someone that wants to destroy Nigeria. It is happening before your very eye now. And you're all crying from the north to south, from west to east, looking for a savior. No, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a savior who came and gave the prophecy. Dr. Biafra was also a savior who came and delivered the message. But all of you Christians saw Dr. Biafra as someone that just came to make noise. You now ignored Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Also, you went to sleep. When they kidnap him, you all clap for one Nigeria and say, yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to come and tear Nigeria apart and one Nigeria. This is our Nigeria, one unity, all in one accord. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and this is Biafra ideology and the Biafran people. Oh, this is Igbo people. Oh, this is Bibio people. Oh, this is Kalabari people. This is Kala people. Hey, this is Gede people. They want to come and destroy one Nigeria. Oh, this Philadelphia people, they say they fight Biafra before they see Biafra. Oh, these Franco people, they come again, or they want to come and destroy Nigeria. And you people all fired all your cylinders against the Biafran people, against Mazin Namdekan. So the people that even played the role to see that our supreme leader was kidnapped be one of us, a Biafran also. And I wonder how they will feel now that they see that it is not all about us, Biafrans. That we were a child of necessity. Biafra people actually have been the savior of all of you in one Nigeria now. Without the assistance of Martin Namdekan, let me start from Wazirike after the genocidal war, because they wiped us all off and we remain just small. And we were now given just 20 pounds to now start a life. That is how we, the offspring of those 20 pounds, came out to be alive today to come and rekindle the fire of Biafra again. So without going to rekindle the Biafra, our supreme leader followed, our prime minister followed. All of you in one Nigeria would have been wiped off by these Fulani terrorists long before now. It's because of the awareness that the Biafran people, led by Wazirike, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, have created. The awareness that we have created this far is what has kept all of you. As we speak now, and since they have been massacring you since 2012 to this very day, or can America, or can Europe, or can UK, that are actually feeding fat on your flesh, can they come inside one Nigeria to come and start fighting for you? No! What they will consider first is their political gain. What they will gain from one Nigeria, what will make the economy of their own country to be better when they liaise with the existence of one Nigeria. It takes only a decisive and a mind that is set for freedom to be a president of the world that will look into the redemption of the mass that goes on daily basis in one Nigeria. From all the world president that we have seen, the only president that ever had the courage to summon one Nigerian terrorist president and say, why are you killing Christians? Is Donald Trump. He did it when he was there before. He has come back again. And that is why, as he came back, Nigeria has not even presented their new ambassador to Donald Trump's presidency. They did not even send their delegates to be part and parcel of his official inauguration, because they know that he is a no-nonsense president that is going to end their what? Their terrorists, their criminality, their evil against the Christendoms. That is why you saw Nigerian President John Keating from the BRICS going back to ECOWAS, BRICS meeting, ECOWAS, BRICS meeting, ECOWAS. Today I was seeing another news flying that they are running to go and join the trio of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, because they are looking for where to hold on to now. They know that fire is burning. Very soon, Donald Trump is going to put them back on the red list. But before you wait for the external government to put this contraption of one Nigeria on the red list, every indigenous person in one Nigeria have a duty to play. And that duty is not just for us as Biafrans now. We have our own defense mechanism. We run de facto government and the defense forces in the homeland are doing to liberate and defend Biafra land. You don't sit down to wait for us. Yes, because this is a very big fight that is going to escalate, I'm telling you. So the earlier all of you wake up and face the reality, the better for you. So wake up, that is the message. Wake up. But understand and have it in front of your mind. Don't put it at the back of your mind. Bring it to the front of your mind. Bring it to the forehead so that you can remember all the time. When you take it to the back of your mind, you will always forget. Bring it to the front of your mind and remember that one Nigerian terrorist government have given license to Fulani jihadist terrorists. You don't need to go to school to ask for the license evidence. You don't need to go to any office to ask for the license evidence. You don't need to go to church. You don't need to go to the police station. You don't need to go to the army. You don't need to go to the immigration service or any licensing license office to confirm what we are saying. You can confirm it practically. Practically, they gave them the license to move the guns all the way from Port Harcourt down to Edo State without any stop along the way. All the checkpoints that were there, they stopped and saw the guns, the bullets. They gave them a green pass, and they said you can go with it. Because one Nigerian terrorist government have already told them, when you see the Fulani terrorists coming with these guns and these bullets, do not do what? Stop them. Allow them to go with it because they have the license to move with the guns from one part of the country to another. So if they are given that preferential treatment, tell me why people will not be massacred. What is the idea of giving somebody a gun to move from one state to another? Is it not to be able to use it to kill something? What is that thing they want to kill? You heard them say they are. You heard them say that they are hunters. Tell me, how can or what kind of animal do they have to go and hunt? What have they been hunting? Which meat, which bush meat have you people seen Fulani terrorists hunt and bring to come and sell to you before? Have you ever bought rodent or grass cutter from Fulani terrorists? Have you ever bought antelope from them? Have you ever bought a lion from them? Have you ever bought hippopotamus from them? That they say they hunted inside the bush? No! They are hunting is the human beings. They don't use their guns to hunt any wild animals in the bush. They don't use their guns to hunt anything. They use it to hunt human beings. Because they are not even inside the bushes. If they were inside the bushes, why will you be having problems with them in your farmland? If you were to be in the bushes, you should be inside the forest. So if you were in the forest, battling with the wild animals inside the forest, waiting me, where they plant my crops for my backyard and for the farm, go come get problem with you. Because forest is far, far, far away from where people go and cultivate their crops. In my village, in my community, we don't go into the thick forest. The thick forest is reserved. You only do what you have to do and stop in the areas that is permissible. Those thick forests where they know there are wild animals, it is prohibited for you to go inside. The community heads will make an announcement and let you know, when you go into the bush, don't pass this area, don't pass this area. And there are places that they will even put some things like iron wire to indicate, or some they put some traditional sticks or woods or leaves indicating that this is where you should stop. You should not go into and pass this place and go inside the main forest, because anything that happens to you there, you are on your own with the wild animals. So which of the wild animals have these people going about with AK-47 come back to come and sell to you and say they got from inside they are hunting? They hunt human beings, they turn it to animals. This is what has been happening. And people have We look up to see everyone that continue to burn the zoo terrorists, one Nigeria down. Yes. Anything that will bring one Nigeria down, please do it. Yes. Do it in high scale, because one Nigeria is not to save your life, but rather to destroy your lives. So anything that you see that want to destroy your life, defend yourself first. Defense mechanism is activated in all parts of the world. Yes. So don't wait for a government that cannot help you of one Nigeria, and then they'll come and massacre you. None of your women and children that have been massacred by these Fulani terrorists can be brought back by the government of the day. This government have not even done anything to defend you. How much more bringing back the lives of your lost ones that have been massacred? Which of your lost ones have these Fulani terrorists massacred that you have gotten any justice or compensation? No. So why is the life of the Fulani terrorists now more special than every life in one Nigeria? They have been killing, ravaging the communities, destroying everything. In Yamu, you can see dead bodies. You can see dead bodies in Imo. You can see dead bodies in Enugu. You can see dead bodies all over one Nigeria. The one in Benue is what you cannot even use your eye to look. The one in Zamfara, the one in Plateau, the one in Kano. It is still happening as we speak. Even as they have made the Edo Romi issue a topic of discourse in the media, the issue of the massacre by the Fulani terrorists in Benue, Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, Zamfara, it is on its peak as we speak. But action has been driven to Edo State. Why? Because it has to do with the South. Whenever the South has any way and manner to say something, they turn the whole issue now to South and North. Oh, okay. All right. So, Southerners, Nigeria, please make una wake up. Wake up and defend yourself. Wake up and defend yourself with everything that you have. Defend yourself. You must defend yourself. You must defend yourself. And this message goes to the BRGI media. You must all understand that the two leaders that we have that are in detention now, that they have done a lot and enough for Biafrans to be free. So we have gone past the time that you come on the media and start telling the world that if the Prime Minister was here, that what is happening here now would not have happened. Web this moment, if you're on the Biafran media, that kind of narrative should change from your mouth, please. Don't put that narrative again out to the media. They are in detention and we want their quick release. So if your teacher have taught you for many years, and then he now said he is going for a break, then within that 1 month that your teacher goes for a break, you cannot amplify anything that he has taught you for the past 3 years. It simply means that you are useless. You have been useless to his teaching, his sacrifices for the past 3 years. You cannot make do with your brain box in his absence. And you're still lamenting if he is here. Oh, if he was here, if he was here. So what has he spent his time and energy to teach you for the past 3 years? What has he spent his time and energy to teach you for the past 3 years? So in their absence, we want to see you increase in your thinking. We want to see you increase in what you can do. What will bring these two leaders out is not you coming to lament and say if they were here, what will have happened or should have happened. Are you in tune telling us that they have something that they used to do that you don't know? And then they have not taught you and then you don't know how to defend yourself? Or will you go lamenting and be crying? If they were here, if they were here, if they were here, if they were here. For how long?
You see this Biafra thing, you know, if he die. Because the Nigeria government don't make the thing popular. He not go die. Even children when they never born, when they born them, you see everything now wisdom. When you say, okay, this war don't end, you treat everybody as equal so that they go forget. Now, what you have young talk, you know what I mean? I know they take I see something make I no read. Effiong, when they surrender, Philip Effiong, in 1970, he said, if you fail to treat the surrendering Biafra well, their children will rise up and fight again. Just imagine, since 1970, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Then come begin to complain of marginalization. Then complain, say, okay, you take their property, you give them 20 pounds. All of them started again. They migrated, some leave Nigeria, some go different states, migrated, till they then get their feet again. Most of them, when they agitate today, they never born them in 1970. So if you say a country is a country, treat every citizen equally. So imagine I'm now saying, these people, they deceive themselves. You are making them more stronger. You are making them more stronger. Picking where they born today for Igbo land, he don't know what they call Biafra. When you say you are marginalizing, you will not give them equal right like others. Igbo man will not rule. One thing. How? How you think say he go walk and you go there in peace, then go there in peace? They don't go agree, then go fight. If you say they no say they won't go, give them the same right where you give others. But they don't get the same rights. And that is where the agitation is coming from. Now then they develop their own land by themselves, privately. Economic wise, seaport, they there, you know they work. They no build them. I mean, rivers, they there. You don't understand? So what are they talk in general? You see all these politicians where they call you, hey, come help us. Hey. Now when it backfire, when they sign budget, approve budget, they know they call you. But when quarrel there between two of them, leave them. The same law where they take out one person, in future that same law go work on against another person. So why would they kill on self?
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one. And Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra exit